Orlando Magic fans, welcome back to the Six Man Show Postgame Live presented by Rock'em. Magic win, let's go. Your Orlando Magic win 116-105 on the road over the San Antonio Spurs on the second night of a back-to-back. This one impressed me, I'm not going to lie. Thought after the end of the third quarter this game might be cooked, but wow. Shout out to this Magic team for showing some fight, showing some grit, showing some energy, hustle, determination, and the three ball in that fourth quarter to find a way to get a win. Always appreciate that. And appreciate you for hanging out with us. Like I said, this is the Six Man Show Postgame Live. It's our live postgame show after each and every Orlando Magic game right here on YouTube and simulcast over on X. So glad you're hanging out with us, whether you're watching live or watching later. My name's Kevin. Glad you're with us tonight. This show is brought to you by Rock'em. They are the world's largest sock store, and they are a Central Florida company, headquarters located in Orlando, just down the road, or a few minutes away, I should say, from Kia Center. We love Rock'em, obviously, because they're a Central Florida company. They employ Central Floridians. And they also make some amazing products for some of your favorite sports teams, including the Orlando Magic. So we can definitely highly recommend them and go shop on their website at rock'em.com and use this code MAGIC20 because it'll get you 20% off your order all Orlando Magic season long. Again, MAGIC20. If you want to support the show, you want to get great socks or underwear, go to rock'em.com and use that code MAGIC20. All right, we got a super chat to start us off. It's our old friend Timester TV says, guess we can take KCP off the back of the milk carton. Did we just take the 7 seed? Hey, we certainly took it back tonight. All right, Magic are going to jump back up into the 7 seed tonight because the, spoiler alert, Atlanta Hawks lost to the Blazers at home tonight. Shout out Portland for continuing to play super well. They have been sensational the second half of the season. It's just a shame because their first half of the season was awful. Terrible. But yeah, shout out to the Portland Trailblazers for winning on the road tonight. And so we'll look at, obviously, the scores and the standings later. But, yeah, what a night. Magic win. Let's see. How many did they outscore them by? 37-21 in the fourth quarter. That's pretty good. 37 points. That's the most the Magic scored in a quarter tonight. And you held them to 21. Helped the Spurs to 21 points in the fourth quarter. That's the fewest points they scored tonight. So, yeah, big shout out to the Magic here. I'll just show this really fast while I'm talking about it. Magic won the second and fourth quarter. Again, 37-21 in that fourth quarter. Loved what we saw on both ends. The three-point shooting tonight was streaky, right? Like, first quarter was great. Second and third, most of the third quarter, not great. And then fourth quarter, Magic were able to knock down some really big ones. And obviously, the story when it comes to the long ball is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 7? Did he have 7 threes tonight, I think? Yeah, 7 threes. He was unreal. And maybe, just maybe, catching fire at the right time of the season. Now, wish we had this for the last 5 months, but if he's going to pick a time to catch hot, maybe now is the right time. We'll see. All right, chat, let's go to you. Kevin Anton says, did anyone else believe the buzzer on David Steele's Is This Anything tonight? I thought that was hilarious and forgot it was April Fool's Day. Yeah. It's quite funny, quite clever. And I think they fooled a lot of people tonight, which is funny. Good stuff. I'm Joey says, Caleb's left eye is so red. Yeah, he got whacked, man. Poor guy. I think that's definitely going to leave a mark. We'll probably see that on Thursday. Thursday's broadcast from DC. Rom says, KCP on fire. Absolutely. Seth Berry says, I just hope Kenny continues shooting with that nice arc. It looked different. A lot more air under it. Especially that one. That 1-3 in the fourth quarter was, I mean, just barely missed scraping the ceiling. Dude was launching it. Man. All right. I'm Jovi says, NBA games are so hard to watch when literally every possession are plausible foul calls waiting to happen. That is the hard part about today's NBA. Ticky-tack fouls are everywhere. But that's why I enjoyed tonight's game, because they just let them play. They didn't call ticky-tack fouls. Now, unfortunately, some of our guys kind of fell victim to that in the sense that even in the third and fourth quarter, they were complaining when they weren't getting foul calls. But to me, the physicality and what's allowed is established in the first half, and then you just got to roll with it. You just got to roll with it. Whatever precedent is set in that first half by the officials, as long as they're consistent, doesn't bother me. And I really enjoy when they let them play, which they did tonight. The Sauce Zone says, this is the KCP we wanted. Play the song. First off, yes, this is the KCP we all thought we signed. Joke's on us. But more importantly, you said those 3 beautiful magic words that we have now heard these words. Let's see, we've won 5 out of 7, I think. That's pretty good. Pretty good stretch here by the Magic. But yes, of course, the Sauce Zone, we will play the song. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mo says, everyone smash that like button. Yeah, Mo. That's great advice. If you're hanging out with us, again, watching live or watching later, please hit that like button. Always appreciate it. Helps out the show, but more importantly, it helps other Magic fans find the show. The more likes, the more YouTube says, hey, these guys are making some content that people might enjoy. If you're an Orlando Magic fan and you're searching for Orlando Magic stuff on the internet, maybe you should watch this crew over here. And then we grow the community, and the community gets stronger, and on and on and on. It's a cycle, the circle of life. So yeah, please smash that like button. Appreciate that. David Elliott says, great win, but why in the world is Fan Appreciation Night against Boston? Great question, David. Fan Appreciation Night, it's a term that the Magic have used as long as I've been a Magic fan, which is, what year is this? 2020, 26 years now I've been watching this team. Fan Appreciation Night is just the phrase they use for the last home game of the year. And the NBA scheduled for us our last home game of the year against the mighty Boston Celtics. So you can thank the NBA for that, but that is why it is called Fan Appreciation Night. And it's just the way it is. Last home game of the year, Fan Appreciation Night, just happens to be against the Boston Celtics. D. Randall says, how about them Blazers? Yeah, we just talked about that. Big win for the Portland Trail Blazers in Atlanta over the Hawks. We'll take a look at the standings here in just a moment. A couple other scores that impact the Magic as well tonight. We'll take a look at those. Total Life says, I think KCP heard the last show. Probably not, but still good. Still good. Whatever it takes to get him to play like this, we'll take it. We will take it. Kyle says, was way too nervous there for a little while. Yeah, that third quarter. Not good. And credit the Magic tonight for bucking the trend. If you've been watching the show for the last couple weeks, we've talked about the third quarters being pretty much the litmus test for a game. If the Magic win or tie the third quarter, they win more often than not. If they lose the third quarter, not a good record. But Magic lost the third quarter tonight, found a way to win. The Sauce Zone says, if KCP plays even 75% this well, 75% of the time, we are a heck of a team for a 5 seed. Lots of ifs and stats there, but yes, if KCP played better this season, feels like we're at least the 6 seed. It's hard to put all the blame on one guy. Not that I'm putting all the blame, but to say if one guy plays better, we're at least a whole seed better, but he's been healthy all season. He's one of the few starters that's been around all season. If he was able to be consistent, you certainly like our chances. Not that he's going to go 7 of 8 or 7 of 9, whatever it was, from 3 every night. Like, that's not a thing. 7 of 9. But if he just shoots the ball, like you said, 75% of this. Yeah. Christian says, when was the last time another player had 20-plus points outside of Paolo and Franz? I mean, AB had 20 last week, but that might be it. And last week, I think it was literally a week ago. I think it was last Monday or Tuesday, whatever day that game was. But I think it's probably it. Kevin says, first off, shout out Kevin. Guys, I'm struggling. I'm out of gum. Gum is my anti-yawning mechanism, and I'm out of gum. So I'm just going to be yawning. It's just going to be one of those nights. That's the way it goes. It's a back-to-back for me too, okay? Actually, it's 3 in a row. This is 3 in a row. We had the podcast Monday or Sunday, game last night, game tonight, 3 nights in a row, okay? I'm giving myself some grace. I'm gonna allow myself to yawn. Kevin says, Gary Harris wide open on the wing and doesn't hit the rim. Bro, if you've watched this show, watch the podcast, whatever. I try to be a very kind person, right? I try my best, okay? I try to be empathetic with people. I'm just pretty much out of patience when it comes to Gary Harris. I'm sure he's a great guy. He's loved by many people, right? Like, I know people around the team love him. Great guy. But by golly, the guy cannot shoot the basketball this season. He is broken. He is officially broken. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm sorry, Gary's family, Gary's friends, anyone that might watch the show. I mean no harm. I mean no ill will. It's just a statement of fact that Gary is broken. Like that, I know the shot you're talking about, Kevin. That was outrageous. But it's also par for the course this season, right? Like, it's just the way he's played this season. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. Nathan says, what does Orlando do in the offseason? I'm conflicted at this point. We definitely need some shooters. Here's the problem, Nathan. We acquired a shooter. His name was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and he has shot career lows all season long. You got a Gary Harris who's shooting horribly, right? Like, that's the problem with this team. You think you make moves to address some of these things, and it backfires. So, I don't know. I really don't know what we're going to do in the offseason. I think there's definitely going to be change, but we'll see how much. Yeah, Janine says, overcame the third quarter curse. Absolutely. Love to see that. Nathan says, hopefully Powell becomes a better three-point shooter as well. Powell shot the ball really well from 3 in the month of March. Really well. But streaky at best, I would say. Jalen says, I was happy with the level of physicality. These games play in our favor. I just need them to be able to play through the same physicality they give. Absolutely. I missed a super chat here. Also from Jalen Lawson says, KCB did this on April 1st. Uh-oh. Yeah. The Kentavious Caldwell-Pope 7 of 9 thing is not an April Fool's Day joke. It's real, folks. If you didn't watch the game, it's not a joke. You see that on the bottom line there? That ticker? Not a joke. It's real. Real, real, real. 7 of 9 from 3. 24 points. Oh, man. Vic Rod says, hey, Kev, great team win. Kalo's been huge. You think he'll get big minutes in the playoffs? Look, you shoot the 3 ball like that, you're going to get minutes on this team. It's just the way it goes. I don't make the rules. No one else can do it. So, Vic Rod also says 50% off Papa John's tomorrow. Yeah, get your victory pizza tomorrow from Papa John's. If you order online and you're in Central Florida, you can use the code MAGICWIN and get 50% off. Let's see here. Matt Browning says, I am Matt Browning, says, we are more dangerous in a playoff series than most people think. We just have to have 2 or 3 good shooting to give ourselves a chance. Yeah. Oh, games, 2 or 3. I bet you're probably trying to say games. 2 or 3 good shooting games to give ourselves a chance. Yeah. It's very possible. Again, I've been in a similar boat. I think if this team can just get in the playoffs, I feel like they have what it takes to make life pretty difficult for their opponent. Again, I would not pick them to win a first-round series, but I think they have a chance to make it very difficult for their opponent in 6 games, maybe even 7. Who knows? But like 6 hard-fought games. Sure, the Magic are going to get blown out in a couple of them. I'm not saying that all 6 are close, but like I feel like if the series goes to 6, it's 2 blowouts and 4 really tight games. Really tight. That's what I think. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and go to the box score tonight. See what we're working with. I have not even really looked at the box score, so Will be new for me too. Franz was outrageous in that second quarter. Not the best the rest of the night, but that second quarter was electric. 24 for him, 5 boards, 7 assists. Is that no turnovers? Shout out Franz. No turnovers. Love that. Paolo, not his best night either, but still ends up with 24 points, 10 boards. Nice double-double for him. 4 assists, 2 steals, but again, 5 turnovers. Turnovers been killing Paolo the last week or so. But honestly, look, if Paolo and Franz combine for 5 turnovers a night, you'll take that. Just don't, maybe not 5 per person. Wendell with 8 and 5 tonight. Also had a block. KCP, the storyline, we've already talked about him, but 23 points on 7 of 9 shooting from 3, as well as 3 assists and 3 steals. Shout out KCP. Kenny. Corey Joseph with 6 points, 2 boards. Cole Anthony made his return tonight after, what did they say? 7 games, missed the last 6 or 7 games, something like that. Was quite good in his stint in the first half. 9 points for him. 5 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block in 19 minutes. Love that stat line from him. Love it. Caleb Houston, we talked about him, started a little bit cold, but really came on strong there late in the second half. 12 points for him with 3 assists. Gary Harris did not score. 0 of 4 from the field in 9 minutes. Anthony Black, just 4 points for him, 3 assists, but 3 steals and 2 blocks. 5 stocks for AB. Jalen Suggs numbers over there. Jonathan Isaac, I thought, was pretty good tonight. 4 points for him. Did play 18 minutes. Second night of a back-to-back. Shout out. And then Goga, I thought, was all right tonight. 2 points, 6 boards. Okay, got a block. I was about to say, I thought it said 0 blocks. I was like, wait a second. I know Goga got a block. Magic shoot 47.8% from the field. 38.3% from 3. Quite impressive. Again, that fourth quarter, they redeemed themselves. First quarter... First quarter shot the ball well. Second and third quarters, not well. Fourth quarter, redeemed themselves, getting over league average to 38% from 3, and didn't miss a free throw tonight. I know they didn't shoot many, just 12 of 12, but hey, you can't discount that either. Not missing free throws, huge. Meanwhile, San Antonio, obviously missing a ton of guys, well, key guys really, Victor Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox. Magic, I thought, did a pretty good job. Harrison Barnes just kills this team every single time. But outside of him, can't really... Well, that's not true. Outside of him and Bismack Biyombo feasted tonight. Outside of him and Champagnie in that first half, Magic did a really good job in that second half. What did we... held them to 44 points in the second half. So, yeah, good stuff there. Only 36 points in the paint for the Magic. 13 fast break points. They led by as many as 14. Got 31 bench points. Only 10 turnovers tonight. You got to be happy with that. And they scored 20 points off of the Spurs' 17 turnovers. Love to see that. Love to see it. Let's go back to the chat for a second, and then we'll go check out some of the scores around the league. 3 scores in particular that impact the Magic. We'll check that out. Jory B says Tristan da Silva greater than Gary Harris. 100% agree. 100%. 150% agree. Tristan did not play tonight, which is interesting. I don't know if it's a DNP coach's decision, truly, or if he's got something going on, a second night of a back-to-back, if he's got some kind of physical ailment bothering him. But yeah, under no circumstance should Tristan da Silva get a DNP while Gary Harris plays, assuming he's healthy. Tristan, I mean. Leo says we didn't miss a free throw. Yeah, big time. Big time stuff. Escoso Fresco says, Magic are 7-2 on the road since the All-Star break? Sheesh. How about that? That's amazing. What is our road record right now on the season? I know it was looking like it was going to be better than last season. Yeah, 17-21 road record for this team. Wow. Last year we were 18-23. So it's going to be close. We're hovering in the same territory, but... what is that? 30. So we played 38 road games. We have 3 road games left. Yeah. So we won 18 games last year. So if we win 2 out of the last 3, we will have a better road record this year than last year. That's crazy. Crazy. And you got to think, one of them is in Washington, and the other one is in Atlanta. So 2 winnable games. It's very possible. All right, last couple thoughts here from the chat, and then we're going to look at the scores around the league. Steven says, let's go. Yes. Matthew Garfinkel says, good to see J.I. get real minutes and not be terrible in them. Yeah, I didn't think he was terrible tonight. Noel says, wait, weren't they going to reveal a new logo or something months ago? Are you talking about the Six-Man Show or the Orlando Magic? The Six-Man Show unveiled a new logo before, at the start of the regular season. But as far as the Magic, no, that is not happening not yet. All right, let's go check on the scores around the league. All right, Noel says the Magic. No. Nope, that was not a real thing. Past tense anyway. All right, scores around the league. Warrior. Okay, Stefan's up with 52, 10, and 8. Good gracious. Sheesh. Stephen Curry is ridiculous. Warriors beat the Grizzlies. That's a huge game for the Western Conference standings. We'll take a look at that in a second. Bulls destroy the Raptors. Bucks beat the Suns. Yikes. 6th seed in jeopardy. We're going to look at that in just a moment. Knicks beat the Sixers. This is the big one for the Magic. Blazers beat the Hawks in Atlanta. Huge. Nuggets currently leading the Timberwolves. And yes, your Orlando Magic defeat the San Antonio Spurs. What does it all mean? Let's go to our standings. Let's refresh it. Make sure it's accurate. Here we go. Your Orlando Magic are now the 7 seed. Let's go. Ahead on percentage points over the Atlanta Hawks, and also they own the divisional tiebreaker over the Atlanta Hawks. Chicago Bulls won tonight. That's what I said. They won tonight. So they are only a half game back at the Miami Heat. That's very interesting. Very interesting stuff. The game that did impact the Magic also tonight was that Bucks win. So here's the deal. Your Orlando Magic now trail the Milwaukee Bucks by 5 games and the Detroit Pistons by 6 games. The Orlando Magic have 5 games remaining in the season. The only way for the Orlando Magic to be the 6th seed now, there's only one. You know, freaking Doctor Strange, all the different possible outcomes. There's only one. Actually, there's technically 2. There's only 2 outcomes that remain where the Orlando Magic end up as the 6th seed. These are the 2 outcomes. Outcome number 1, the Orlando Magic go 5-0 the rest of the way to end up 42-40. And the Milwaukee Bucks lose out the rest of the way. They go 0-7 in their last 7 games to go 41-41. So then the Magic will be 42-40. Bucks be 41-41. The other possible outcome, your Orlando Magic win out. They go 5-0 to go to 42-40. And the Detroit Pistons lose out. They go 0-7 the rest of the way. 42-40. Those are the only 2 possible outcomes for the 6th seed now because of that Bucks win. So there you go. You heard it here first. Not mathematically impossible, but certainly not probable. But yes, big win tonight for the Magic. Big loss for the Hawks. Really putting the Magic in a good spot for that 7 seed. They do control their own destiny. And obviously we'll see how that goes the rest of the way. Last couple thoughts here from the chat. Noel says, man, I could have sworn people were talking about a rebrand. I just remembered for some reason. People have definitely been talking. Yeah, not this season. No rebrand this season. Maybe future seasons. Or future season, maybe. Jay Curve says, and Kevin, I wanted to say a big shout out to Jonathan for hopping on the Magic Minute with Ash. Big salute to you guys always. Absolutely, Jay Curve. Very cool that Jonathan was able to do that. I know he had a good time yesterday. Obviously not enjoying the game because of how that ended, but always good to hang out with the Magic fam. Verum says, let's just get ready to play the Hawks in the play-in. It's certainly shaping up that way. Hawks and Magic have a 2-game lead on the Bulls and the Heat, so we'll see. But the Chicago Bulls are on fire, man. They're on fire. It would be awesome to see them end up as the 9 seed and get to host the Miami Heat in that 9-10 play-in game. But we'll see. We will see. All right, folks. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Nice win by the Magic. Not pretty. But hey, a win is a win. You'll take it against, especially second night of a back-to-back. Tough trip. Orlando to San Antonio. Never easy. Next up for the Magic in Washington on Thursday. You got to win that game. Wizards are tanking. They're terrible. Got to win in Washington. It's a huge win for the division as well. So yeah, tune into that one on Thursday. But until then, have a great week, everyone. And of course, let's go Magic.